What is going on, guys? Okay, so here's the deal on this video. Karen has been working on videos, and she's done about the last 3 videos, and she has been editing her little heart away, and love it. I love the help.
It's fun.
It is. It's frustrating. It takes a lot of time, so I'm glad that she's doing it. But we kicked out a video, and that's Sutter's Mill. I'm going to put the link right up here. And we took a trip to the Blacksmith shop, and if you watch that video, we only had a little bit of the Blacksmith shop, but they were so entertaining. We really enjoyed that story. We're putting that out here for you guys, so there you go. Just wanted to forewarn you up ahead. It's probably not the most exciting video, but it was fun for us. And if you'd like to watch it, go ahead. But
it is 30-some minutes long.
It is, yeah. It's a long video, so if it doesn't seem to pique your interest, I always say give it 3 minutes. Three. Does that do it?
Yep.
All right.
That'll do it.
Otherwise, we will see you next time. Karen's still working on videos, including this one right here that you're about to see next. So we'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Hi, how you doing?
Good.
Good.
Where about y'all from?
Bend, Oregon.
Bend, Oregon.
Yeah.
What are you doing down here?
Well, we came over to see if you could shoe our horses for us.
Well, I'll tell you what, I could do that. The only problem is that you would have one crippled horse. Matter of fact, it might be laying on the ground. So, in this shop here, it was not for shoeing horses, it was more for maintaining farm equipment. So a gentleman by the name of Curly Monroe built this about 50 years after the gold rush.
Okay.
So if you have about 10 minutes, I can do a demonstration for you.
Well, sure.
I'll tell you the story of Curly Monroe and this valley.
Yeah, absolutely.
Invite you over and stand next to the fire.
Yeah. It is kind of chilly today, isn't it?
Well, you guys you came down here for you to get warm. Huh?
Well, it has been warm. It's actually been much warmer. In Bend, they've already gotten a little bit of snow, so we feel fortunate.
Probably going to get some more by Sunday.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm more interested in watching my pot. I don't want you to heat my coffee up.
This blacksmith shop was built about 50 years after the gold rush by a gentleman by the name of Curly Monroe, and there's a picture of him over here on the wall. And he's in the back row, dark suit. His grandparents came to California in 1849. It was Peter and Nancy Gooch were their names. And they were slaves to the Gooch family. The Gooch family didn't have enough money to come to California, so they sold part of their property, and what they sold was Peter and Nancy Gooch's 2 or 3-year-old son, Henry.
Oh boy.
We got a bunch of 4th graders here trying to explain that. Well, that's the way life used to be.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
Anyway, Peter and Nancy are here in 1849. They're missing their son Andrew, who is in Missouri. And 1850, California becomes a state. Becomes a free state. And now Peter and Nancy have their freedom to find jobs, earn money, and save money so that they can go get Andrew. They figured they needed $750, which doesn't sound too bad. So you figure in inflation. Not quite ready yet.
That was quite a bit of money back then.
Yeah, in today's money, that's in the vicinity of $100,000.
Wow.
Thanks.
Yeah.
So they saved their money. Obviously, it took them a while. Finally, they saved their money, figured they had enough money to go find Andrew, and the Civil War broke out. So it's not a good time to buy the freedom of the slaves, so they decided to wait until after the Civil War. Well, after the Civil War, Andrew was a free person. When they found Andrew, they found his wife and 2 children at the same time. Okay, one of the children was Pearlie, the gentleman that built this blacksmith shop. I'm not sure, but that might be hot.
Just a little. Just a
I
little.
do that just to remind the 4th graders, don't grab it.
Don't touch.
Now, the process of moving the metal around in a linear fashion is called drawing it out. That's what a blacksmith calls it. I call it pushing it around. So, anyway, Peter and Nancy find Andrew in Missouri. Andrew is working as a sharecropper. Are you familiar with sharecroppers? Okay. Usually I have to explain what a sharecropper is.
Yeah, no. You get a portion and you get to work your portion.
Yeah. Well, yeah, from the previous slave owner had the property, but no labor.
That's right.
But anyway, so, but to be a sharecropper, you needed a plow, you needed a mule. So, when he was released out of slavery, he had absolutely nothing. So he had to borrow. And people are not in the habit of just giving you stuff and loaning you stuff.
Nope.
So he went into debt. Peter and Nancy had the money that they were going to use to buy his freedom. They used that to pay off his indebtedness. Sent them railroad tickets to come to California because now we have a railroad. And they settled here in this valley. And between Peter and Nancy, Pearlie, Andrew's and Pearlie, they acquired about 350 acres in this valley, and they had orchards, apples and pears.
That's neat stuff.
They were selling their produce all the way to Virginia City and to San Francisco. So they're doing okay. Around 1880, 1885,
I think I carried that up.
yeah, you did. I just didn't want to sand a piece of metal. I didn't want to step on it. My boots are expensive.
I don't think anybody's want to step on it.
They settled here in this, around 1880, 1885, the native sons of the Golden West bought 1 acre of land from the Monroes. And the native sons of the Golden West are a group of gentlemen born in the state of California, and their primary function is to preserve the history of California and also help support the liquor industry.
Well, hell, we do that.
They're really good. But anyway, they bought the 1 acre, and they built a monument up there on top of the hill. And that picture on the wall was taken the day of the dedication.
The picture over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's taking the dedication to the monument. Have you been up to the monument yet?
We have not.
No.
Okay.
We toured around yesterday. We got up there by the Catholic Church and Marshall House and the cemetery up there, but we didn't. We were both.
If you keep on going, you'll get up to the monument.
Yeah.
Or if you don't want to walk up, you can go up this road, turn right, and there's a road that turns to the left. If you want to go straight, and just past that, you'll see a sign. It's a highway like 132 or something like that. The shortest highway in California.
It loops
monument.
around.
Yeah, it's about 400 yards. Only in California.
You're right.
Yep.
Right.
Cool.
That is neat.
So anyway, everything's going along okay. You know, nobody's getting rich, but they're not going hungry. The depression hit. Peter and Nancy passed away. The depression, Andrew passed away. So Pearlie's got the property. And the depression hit. And he wasn't able to make enough money. Wasn't able to make enough money to pay the taxes on the property. So he went down to Sacramento, got a job at the state library as a custodian. Worked down there for 20, 25 years. Came back up here every weekend, took care of his orchards. And he did that for 20, 25 years. He would take the part of his crop back, produce back to Sacramento with him, and sell it to the co-workers. Second thing is picking on me today. Anyway, he did that for 20, 25 years. Finally, he retired. And over the years, he would sell a piece of property now and again. A lot of the property was like city lots. So, when he retired, he spent a lot of his time sitting in front of the post office talking to the neighbors that came in to get the mail. He especially liked talking with the children. When he passed away around 1960, he was up in his 90s, he gave each one of the 35 school children up here at one school $2,500 each to use towards their education.
Wow.
Wow.
He thought education was cool, and I tried to impress that on the fourth graders. And then he gave $125,000 to the NAACP.
Wow.
And he got his money from selling property because his grandparents started buying property, his parents were buying property, and he bought property. So he acquired quite a bit of property over, 60, 70 years. But I have a hunch that if you were to drive by when he was sitting in front of the post office, you might wonder where his next meal was coming from. I have a hunch he was living on the food.
It just lived very simply. Yeah.
Now he did have this house behind me. It was a rental house that he had built in the 20s. But he lived in a house up the road a little bit up against the mountain. It burned down, I think, like 20 years ago or something. You're sure making a lot of noise over there. You're interrupting my story. He does that on purpose, I think.
Wow.
That's neat.
Now, this is an official Coloma paperweight. For the beautiful lady.
Thank you. Nice.
Awesome.
Do you have questions?
Yeah, how long have you guys been doing this? With
Okay, I've been here about 6 years now.
Okay.
1 day a week. I talk more than I work. Mainly what I do is these demos,
yeah.
because in my mind, I think it's important to show people what a blacksmith does. And I've been to several blacksmith shops over the years where they're like Lauren here and ignoring you. He has to. He has to get his job done.
Well, otherwise he'd be burning every part.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's got to concentrate what he's doing.
Right.
And then, or they're sitting in the corner having a sandwich.
Right.
Coffee.
Right.
Okay, so I mean, I didn't really feel, I didn't comprehend that until I started working here.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, I started realizing what was going on. I said, okay, I'm going to do something I can do real quick to show several different steps of blacksmithing, and then also tell the story of the blacksmith shop. So now that translates into, he's been working on Thursdays about 6 months or so now. You've been here about 6 months on Thursdays?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, but you've been at the blacksmith shop for over a year.
Yeah.
Okay, working Saturdays and stuff. And then he also worked in Madera, was it Madera?
Mariposa.
Mariposa. 1 day a month for a while. So I have more hours, but he has a lot more skills.
Oh, you always sell your service.
Yeah. Well, because I do that all day long, and he's practicing doing different things.
Yeah.
So today he started doing horse heads.
Over what?
Oh,
Started doing
okay.
horse heads.
Horse heads. Yeah.
Lauren, where's your patterns? Yeah. Can I
I
have
don't want
those?
to show the pattern if I show it this.
Go ahead, try that. If you want to now, you want to do something else.
See the snake?
Yeah, you guys have all kinds of little goodies down here. Snakes and
Oh,
snails.
hey.
This is going to be a bottle opener.
You're going to expand that out and make a little bottle opener out of
Wow.
it. I like it. I like it. That is great.
I get your temperature. But this is
Yep.
Cool.
how he starts off
Perfect.
like that, and then as he works it, keeps constantly changing the shape on it. Now you're starting to get the shape of the head. And he's putting the face on there, and then some people will have a punch that has a radius on it that bulges this in a little bit and gets this jowl to come down a little more.
Oh, I'll be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what we have
And
anymore.
that's the steak flipper.
Oh, I like it.
No, it works good. You pick that up on your barbecue and flip it over.
I like
Love
it.
it.
Better than the tongs because the tongs always slip.
Yeah.
And just in case you get thirsty, there's a bottle opener.
While you're making the steak.
Well,
Yeah.
does
like
anybody barbecue without something to drink?
Right. Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
No.
Makes perfect sense.
Now, we don't get a lot of work done here, but we have a good time.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely.
We put these cording candles back over to the thing cool now. I re-waxed these this morning.
Oh, look at those. Yeah.
But we make these and send them over to the mercantile. But these are courting
Move them up.
candles.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a timing device. So we can adjust the height of the candle. And we use wooden candles here because the wax ones have tendency to go up and come back down again. But this is something, the term courting is a term that was used before automobiles.
Wow.
So that's in lieu of dating. A young lady would be interested in getting to know a young man, and she would ask her father, can Joe come over Saturday and help me with my chores and stay for dinner? And maybe stay for a little while afterwards. The father goes, Joe. I don't know. Joe's kind of Joe, the banker's son.
Oh, sure.
So, the young man would help the young lady with the chores and stuff. They'd have dinner with the family. And maybe sit, warm days they'd sit on the porch in the summer or go to the parlor. And the father would adjust the height of this candle depending on what he thought the character of the gentleman was. So, I mean, Joe was going to get a lot of candle. He had a lot of potential. I mean, his teeth were really messed up. But, besides that, he seemed to be okay. Yeah, he had a really sucky personality. But besides that, he's okay. Now, if I had one of these, my father-in-law had one of these when I was dating my wife, we'd start about there, and that says, you should have left 15 minutes ago.
I like it.
So I take it depending on how much candle is left is how long. That when a candle goes out, you're done for the day.
Well, actually, what it is when a candle reaches this point, everybody from the age of 5 on up understood what that meant.
Right.
I mean, it was a custom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. But now the father technically was supposed to make the decision of the height of the candle and stuff. But I have a hunch the mother was involved along with the siblings and the young lady.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, that is neat.
So we sell those over in the mercantile.
No, that is
And some
great.
other stuff. I took some stuff over a little while ago. But,
Now,
any questions?
have you done anything, some of the restorations and stuff that we've seen around the area? It looks like, like on the wagons and things like that, you go, God, how would they restore something like that without a blacksmith, without some metal
Well, that's the
workers?
thing is you go back, what, 5 centuries?
Mm-hmm.
Probably longer than that. Well, there's a story goes that King Arthur wanted to invite all his tradespeople to have dinner. I mean, he's going to be a nice guy for a change.
Right.
Okay, so, but all the tradespeople thought that they should sit next to the king. The tailor says, "Look at the robes that I made you."
Bye for that spot.
Yeah. And King Arthur goes, "Who made your shears?" The blacksmith. The carpenter goes, "Oh, look at all the beautiful furniture I made for you." And he goes, "Who made your hammer? Who made your saw? Who made your chisel?"
Mm-hmm.
The blacksmith.
Mm-hmm.
The baker.
Yep.
Who made all the baker's tools and so forth?
Yep.
The blacksmith
All back
made
to the
all the tools for all the crafts. And so King Arthur says, "I think the blacksmith needs to sit next to me on my right-hand side." I mean, that's a story. I don't know if it's true or not.
Yeah.
But it sounds
Makes
good.
sense.
Yeah, but it's but the blacksmith goes back a long ways, and if you wanted anything made out of steel, you went to the blacksmith. I remember going through one of the old missions along the coast. I can't remember which one it was, whether it was down in Lompoc or where it was at. But you'd go into one of the workshops and you'd see where they had a wooden shovel, but it had a steel blade on the edge of it. Shovel maybe that long, but it's not much of it was steel.
That's right.
And now for the gold rush, all the miners wanted one of these. This is for mining in the all the placer minings, the streams, rivers, creeks and stuff. This is what the miners wanted. And it was a crevice tool to get between the rocks. Get the gravel out and it gives it. They had a spoon on the end for scooping. So that's something that they had. But the placer miner would go to the blacksmith and say, "Well, I can do that for you. Just bring me a piece of steel." So the miner would go, "Well, we don't want steel like that. It's from my wagon tire." Well, do you want to mine gold or do you want to have a wagon that you can drive home on? Yeah. Because gold rush was 1848.
Right.
I mean, the finding of the gold 1848 in February.
Yeah.
It wasn't until 49 that we had the gold rush.
Right.
It took that long for the message to get out. So Sam Brannon was here with the Mormons, he was able to get communication back east to send picks, shovels, hats, pants, shirts to San Francisco. And then also what they would send, can you see this all right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's pig iron. They would put that in the ballast, use that for ballast in the ships to come around the Horn. They would offload this in San Francisco and then load up with rock. Just keep the ships from tipping over.
Right. Right.
Well, now this is what the blacksmith has to work with. And you want something like that, it's going to start with that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of work.
There's a lot of work.
And this is another set tool that they could use. Yeah, it's not exactly right, but that's close enough.
Yeah.
So they'd flip this up on end, and two people would work,
Make a steel rod.
and they'd take their rod and go back and forth with it, turn it, to make themselves a rod.
Wow. Oh, look at that.
So that
Nice.
needs to be buffed off and cleaned up.
That is neat.
Practice on the horse head.
That
Not too
is
shabby
great.
for the first one.
Yeah, it's not
Right.
bad at
I
all. I want
wanna
to thank you so much.
welcome.
I really enjoyed it. You guys are great. If I leave a tip for you, is that you guys get that?
That buys our steel.
That okay? Whatever. I don't care if it buys your beer, all right, as long as you get it. So,
It stays, actually, that money goes into the general fund for the Gold Discovery Park Association, which is a, what do they call it, a 501c or whatever it is,
right.
tax thing that the association helps with improvements in the park. So that it doesn't go to the state.
I gotcha.
Okay, it stays within this park. It doesn't go 10 miles down the road.
Okay, good, good. Well, I'm gonna drop a tip in there for you.
We get the steel to the association.
Oh, that is great.
Yeah, we maintenance on the town.
That is great. No,
All right,
I'm
thanks, I appreciate that.
absolutely here. We got get that in there. Yeah, there you go. See?
Good day. I need to call them up and tell them to empty that again. It seems like every once in a while, I got to put a flashlight down there, I'll see a bill sticking up and going. Then you get people, kids, leaning on that.
Right. Yeah. They kind of do this right here, and yeah.
I've seen that happen a couple of times. Yeah, I gotta make sure that's down. I'll check that when you guys leave. Get a hold of somebody to empty that.
Well, thank you guys. I
Thanks for your time.
appreciate
Thank
it
you
so
for coming by.
much.
It's been a
I
pleasure.
think it is your lunch that your partner over there has.
He's been hardly working.
He's a. You guys take care.
Thank you.